What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and we're getting close to the end of 2023, and I think it's time to finish out the year with a cigar review. And we're going to be doing a cigar that I'm super excited to try. I've been waiting for years for Steve Saka to finally release his Krakatoa. Over the last couple of days, tons of people have been reviewing this cigar. Steve has been sharing the reviews. I haven't been reading any of them. I don't want to taint my opinion. Look at my background. It's an ode to Saka. Like I'm not going to not like this cigar. So let's take it out of the cellophane here a little bit. Krakatoa, just like the island volcano. It's got a little pigtail on it. It's supposed to look like a volcano. And it's got the yellow ribbon band that I'll have to put on my pinky or scooch it up to take a good Instagram photo. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Krakatoa is the seventh release in the series, a robust liga of select Nicaraguan-grown broadleaf, Cuban seed criollo, and a potent Corojo Ligero Tripa recipe bound with a Nicaraguan sun-grown capote and wrapped in a beautiful choice grade A1 Ecuadorian Habano seed capa leaf, presented in an expertly crafted 6x48 Parejo with a unique volcano spiral colita, aka pigtail. This is a very elegant Vitola. The Puro's Liga was truly agonized over and took well over 3 years to perfect. Delectably sweet and spicy on the palate, it is refined, yet an explosion of flavor that is sure to satisfy even the most experienced connoisseur. For those doubtful of its strength, I suggest they afford it a few retrohales along their smoking journey. No. All right, we are going to rate this with our rating sheet here. There's 4 sections. Would I buy this cigar again? Baseline 10 points. If I say no, I deduct 2 points. Stick only, I deduct 1 point. 5-pack only, I deduct a half a point. Box worthy gets a 10. Appearance, we're going to go ahead and mark that right now. We'll take off the band. As with every Dunbarton, this is actually rolled with one giant leaf. There are no veins to speak of. I don't know how he does this. It's literally, you cannot see how this is rolled. It is just a fantastic. I like the colita. I think it is good looking. It is good. I like it. Appearance, that's an easy one. That is a 10. And then we've got construction, which is a baseline 10. Different things, tunneling, excessive flaky ash, snug draw, those can take points off. And then really the only one that's subjective is my overall flavor. It's a 1 to 10. You know what I mean? Would I buy the cigar in? That's subjective, but appearance and construction is half of it, and the other half is subjective. So let's get right into it and go ahead. I'm filming on a new camera and I got it sideways. I got to figure out, why doesn't it flip that sideways? So I am cutting that. I better pick that up before Jessica yells at me with the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, the cutter that everybody wants. Oh my God. Steve didn't send me this. The guys at Cigar Medic sent me that. So maybe this review will be tainted a little bit. I've subtly hinted that I've wanted that cutter for a long time. You notice I didn't take any cold draws. There are so many. Mac had it, hashtag stop the cold draw. I try, but nothing on the cold draw ever comes through in the cigar itself. And you can use it to test the draw a little bit, but even that doesn't, so I mean, we never take points off for cold draw issues. Just like every other Dunbarton cigar, super heavy, super dense. There is no feel to this cigar. It feels like a log, like it was carved out of a piece of wood, but the draw is very, very nice. Very not loose, not open, but it's just got a good draw to it. I mean, I need to pay attention when I'm cutting. Cutting on camera, I think I just got a little wonky there. Very nice. It's got a little, like a little bit of there's a wood, but it's a dry wood. It's a, I don't know what it is. It's, like it instantly like sucks like the little bit of moisture off the tip of my tongue. I don't know what that wood is. I'm just going to say dry wood. Spice level, right off the bat, no spice that I can taste. There's none of that black pepper. There's none of that red pepper. Even the retrohale, people know I don't retrohale. Most cigars kill me on the retrohale. That was actually a really smooth retrohale, very reminiscent of the Don Derma. Like on the finish retrohale, it's very smooth. And then as I was talking, it was creeping up, telling me, Kevin, shut up. This is about to get a little bolder. It doesn't get a little bold on the retrohale. I don't get anything on the retrohale. I don't get these weird flavors, extra notes. That's just not me. I'm going to say a dry cardboard. I do a lot of packing and shipping. I'm going to say that because cardboard is a wood. It's got board in the title. I'm just going to say like a dry cardboard. No, it's surprising. It's surprising. I get, I smoke a lot of Dunbarton and I get a lot of flavors. There's always some coffee. There's always some cocoa. There's always some spice. It's a good cigar. I'm getting a good cigar, but dare I say bland? Dare I? I believe I dare. All right, we're gonna take a break. We as in me and you. Let's take a break. It's not me, it's you. Is this the other way around? Oh yeah, it's not you, it's me. We need a break. So all right, cats and kittens. I need some time to wrap my head around what's going on here. So we're gonna see you back in a little bit. All right, and we are back. We're just about done now. Pretty quick little smoke for me. Maybe an hour and 15 minutes. I think that we're about. I'm not hotboxing or anything, but this was actually a fairly quick little smoke. Probably an hour and a half by the time I'm all done with it. Score was just okay. Steve says it all the time. Jessica has a better palate than I do. For me, this cigar was just okay. Had a nice burn line all the way through the cigar. Not razor sharp, but I'm not looking for a razor sharp burn line, especially with me trying to take pictures, and I'm always fiddling with it and dropping the cigar and flicking my ash. I'm not the kindest on cigars. Not the prettiest ash of all the cigars. It's been a pretty solid, for the most part, ash. Not stack of dimes. Every now and then it's got some little flakes, like protrusions off to the side. Never flaky. It never fell. I did have to flick it off or bump it off each time I wanted to get the ash down. That's it. Every now and then, fleeting. Every now and then I got a buttered popcorn note on it, but that's about all I got. I'm sure that sound with the microphone right here wasn't very pleasant. But yeah, not an overly complex cigar in my opinion. Just a solid, okay cigar. I'm trying to wrap my head around this because Steve's been talking about this cigar for 3 years. It's just, many iterations, and I expected a lot more than what I experienced with this cigar. I do have another one. I'm definitely gonna hold that one off. I'm definitely gonna revisit this cigar. Maybe revisit this in another review, kind of like what Charlie does over at Half Wheel, like a Redux. But I feel like I'm missing something. Everybody, like raving about the cigar, the consumers. I haven't read the reviews or watched any reviews, so I'm excited to see what other people, reviewers in cigar media, what their thoughts of this cigar. So would I buy this cigar again? Baseline 10. Now on this one, so normally when I talk about would I buy this cigar again and I give it a baseline, that means would I buy this again, period, compared to all the other cigars on the market. This is a good cigar. It's a really good cigar. It is an okay Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust. So when I scored this one, I'm comparing this one for this review, whether I would buy this one again compared to my favorite Muestra, the Nakatamale, or in the Dunbarton lineup in general. And unfortunately, I put no. If I was to purchase another Dunbarton cigar, which I do, I've got tons of Dunbarton cigars. If I was going into a lounge somewhere, would I pick this one up versus any other Dunbarton? And honestly, I said no. So I scored that an 8. So I said no, took 2 points off. Appearance, we talked about that, 10. Flawless. Construction, definitely a 10. Could have maybe got a half a point for that ash. Like I said, it was just a little, like just that little flakiness that I'm not used to with Dunbarton cigars. But it wasn't enough to where the ash was flaky. It fell off on its own. So I just scored that a 10. No tunneling, no draw issues, no relights, no burn issues. It really was a flawless performing cigar. Now the overall flavor, this one was tough for me. How do I score this cigar? It's definitely not a perfect 10. So we back all the way to the halfway point. Anything 5 and below, I would consider a cigar I would never smoke again. Pretty much never smoke again. If it's a 5 or below, it's not. It's definitely better than a 5. Is it a 6? I feel it was better than a 6. 8, pushing up on that point of like really fantastic cigar, and I really didn't feel that in this cigar, so I scored it a 7, which gave an overall score of an 8.75 out of 10. Mild, medium, full. Definitely not medium full or full. It's definitely a medium cigar for the most part, all the way up until the final third here. Actually going into, maybe a couple minutes into the final third, it was just a solid medium, maybe on the low end of that medium, but it did ramp up a little bit in the final. So I'm just going to say overall, just a medium cigar. It's another Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, so it's another cigar that I think you definitely should go out and find. If you can't hunt them down, I don't want to say don't worry about it. There are other Dunbartons, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of other Dunbartons that are better than this cigar. But that being said, this is still a good cigar. When you're comparing Dunbarton to everything else, it's hard because everything Dunbarton makes is almost better than anything any other company makes. I mean, Steve just blends some fantastic cigars. I'm a Dunbarton fanboy. I love everything Dunbarton. But this cigar, in my opinion, it was just okay. Sorry, Steve, if that's, and he doesn't care. He doesn't, like I said, he respects Jessica's opinion more than mine anyways. I have a palate of a rube. So, that's all I got for this cigar, the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Krakatoa. Like I said, obviously it's a Dunbarton, so you definitely got to go out and find it. But if you can't find it right away, smoke something else, Dunbarton. You're going to be just as happy. So, All right, cats and kittens. We'll catch you on the flip side.